Okay, I think I found my camp. I did a little half circle around the lake looking for a spot. And I think I found a new one I haven't stayed in before, and it looks like it's got just about everything I need for an overnighter. So I'm going to go ahead and get the tent set up and the rod put together and try to get some fishing in a minute. So we'll check in a little bit. Okay, camp is all set. I'm gonna go fetch my water and do some fishing. Got a beautiful spot here. Really super nice. My neighbor, Vince, who I met, says he watches my channel, so that's really nice of you. Thanks, Vince. We'll definitely talk before you split. So anyways, I'm gonna go get this going. We'll check you in a bit. After getting camp set up, I set out to fish and toss a line and just enjoy where I was at. Fishing was really slow, but I didn't care. I was just happy to be here. Sometimes just being in the mountains is just enough. It doesn't really matter how it turns out. But fortunately for me, this trip was going to produce some surprises that I did not expect. All right, Vince, my neighbor who's camped next to me, who has been really kind up here, he's got a big monster fish on. So we're going to see what he's got here when he gets it to shore. Oh yeah, that's a big tiger. That looks like a tiger. Holy cow, look at that monster Vince just landed. Hell yeah. Well, Vince is having all the luck, man. He's got one on shore and just got hit again. So who knows what's going to happen for me. But, you know, it's why they call it fishing, not catching, right? So anyways, I'm going to get after it for the evening, try to catch one. And then the sun goes down, get ready for the night, and use the camera and sit around camp. So we'll check you in a bit. Well, I've had 2 rises next to my flies, and that's it. Yeah, this has been some slow fishing compared to last week. I'm going to keep trying for a minute and then maybe head back into camp and settle in for the evening. And we always got tomorrow too, so, you know, that's just how it goes sometimes. This is a really beautiful place. That reflection behind me is pretty nice. So anyways, we'll check you in a bit. Vince has got another one on. Oh, looks like he got off. Oh, bummer. He had one on, though. Whoa, what time portal did this guy come out of?
Have you seen the 116th Wankers Battalion?
No wankers up here. That is amazing. Beautiful. Soar, buddy, soar. That's definitely a bald eagle. He's got a white crest. That's amazing. Vince is having all the luck. Look at that. He's got another one on, and he's roped in a big one this time. That's a big fish, I can tell. Awesome. Yeah, look at that fight coming out of the water. That's amazing. Nice work, Vince. Keeps. Oh, you lost him. Oh, no.
I lost the whole line.
Okay, back at camp. Gave him my best shot. Had a couple of rises. One attempt at taking my fly, but he didn't take it. Yeah, it's pretty slow fishing. I'm hoping it'll improve tomorrow. Gonna hit some other places on the way out too, so definitely not throwing in the towel. Just a little discouraged after that session. That was a long fishing session and didn't turn up anything. Vince, my neighbor over here, he got into a couple of them, so that was really cool to see. There's some big tigers in here. So anyways, so I'm gonna go get my campfire started, getting the night duds, and then settle in. So we'll check you in a bit.
right, top of the morning to you. It's day 2 here. I'm my overnighter here in the Uintas, and had breakfast. Got my coffee done now, and gonna start packing up camp. I'm gonna do too much too fast. Real slow pack up. Gonna try to do a little more fishing before I leave. See if I can get out of here without being skunked. Vince, my neighbor who's camped right next to me, he caught 2 big ones out of here last night. That was pretty cool to see. But yeah, I had one come up and attack it, and it didn't take it. So out of all that fishing for hours. So I had a great night by the fire last night. Got some astrophotography, and yeah, had a great night's sleep. I'm up and at it. So I'm gonna go ahead and have my coffee, and then we'll talk to you soon. So good.
Yeah, I'm gonna go give my hand at some fishing here. Camp is already packed, so all I gotta do is just come down and break the rod down and then hop on trail. So I'm gonna go give some fishing a try and see what happens. We'll check you in a bit. Okay, we're gonna move on from this lake. I haven't had any luck here. I came out and fished and just nothing. So we're gonna drop down and try to find another lake to fish before we head out for the day. So yeah, it's been a good one in here. Here's Vince behind me. You can see him. And yeah, he was the only one that had luck last night fishing. So, but I think it's cool. I think at least somebody caught. So anyways, we're gonna head on. We'll check you in a bit. All right, second lake of the weekend. We're gonna give this a shot fishing. We'll check you in a bit. Well, I fished here for a while, and it looks like my luck's not holding out this weekend like it was last weekend. So gonna move down to the main lake that we came in next to and maybe give that a shot and then call it for the trip. Pretty bummer. It was cool to see Vince pull those big tigers out of there last night. That was pretty fun, but yeah, just had no action myself here. So that's how it goes sometimes. That's why they call it fishing, not catching. We're going to move along. We'll check you in a bit. All right, thanks for a great weekend meeting up with Vince up at the lake. And it's interesting, when I came out solo, I thought this was going to be a solo trip, and ended up meeting someone really cool. And it's a great time hanging out with you. Thanks for hanging out last night. And yeah, we're going to wrap this one up. We'll check you on the next one.